Hey, what's going on, guys? Journey to the Moon. Today is a late night, June 20th, 2017. Now, in my last video, I talked about why investing in cryptocurrency is more profitable than mining cryptocurrency, and I still stick to that point. I made a whole 20-minute video breaking that down. But I did mention that I have some extra money that I decided to split the cost and profits of a mining rig with a friend of mine for some fun investing, if you will. Just another angle, another play in the cryptocurrency market. So with that being said, I was looking at the gear and some coins that I wanted to mine to be the most profitable. Again, I was looking at the 4x80s, the RX 480s here on eBay. This one's used, but hey, 340 sounds pretty good. Right, just doing some shopping here, as well as the 580s. But for the most part, my friend wants to do the 480s because of the cost of electricity. The angle is finding them. So we kind of got lucky because we found some on a Facebook marketplace, and the guy we bought two 480s for $400. I mean, I guess the guy was desperate to sell. He needed the money, and he didn't bother coming on eBay. So we got a deal on that one. Now we're trying to find some more deals to add to the rig. But with that being said, we're gonna have, we have 48 hash right now, right? We got two RX 480s with 24 hashes. Or the 480 is going to give you around 24 to 26 hash, maybe a little bit more. But that's what we got to work with right now. Like I said, we got everything else. We got the rig, the power supply, and we're just shopping for some more 480s. But this is what we got right now. We got two GPUs, and definitely once I get it going, I plan on getting some more. But as I look at ETC here with 48 hash, I mean, it's really not much, right? It's a $1,000 investment in total, because we got the two GPUs so cheap. We got the two GPUs for 400, and then the rest of the parts comes out to 1,000, and then I put in 500, or like 450, 500. We split the cost. So with that being said, we're looking at, with the price of ETC right now, we're looking at 5 months to get $1,000 back. If we look at ETH, the 48, it's about the same here, 230. I mean, there's really not much. I mean, the other day ETC was at 22. So if this was 22 right now, I'm sure it would beat out Ethereum. But again, not too long ago, Ethereum was at 400, right? It was at 400 for a day or two. So this would be a lot higher as well. So that's part of the speculation when you're mining a coin. But I do plan on getting at least 4 GPUs going. Right, I'm just shopping around for a good deal. Ideally, I want at least 4, and I'll work my way up to 6. So this is, before GPUs, you're looking about at a $2,000 investment or $2,500 investment with all the components of a rig, depending if you could find some cheap. But given the benefit of the doubt that you find some cheap parts and you buy some used GPUs, you're still looking at a 4 to 5 month investment. Now, like I said in my last video, I did make the argument that, investing in the coin is a lot more profitable than mining. But the one perk about mining is, in a sideways market where, let's say, Ethereum or ETC just stays at $20, right? And then it just goes, like, say this is $20, it just goes sideways for like 4 or 5 months. If you invested in ETC and it's just flatlining at $20, your investment hasn't gone up or down. But if you're mining it, you're mining a coin a day, or you're mining an Ethereum, right, or point of Ethereum, you're still mining, you're producing, you're creating Ethereum. So even though the price is staying the same, you're profiting on that. And if Ethereum goes to 500 or ETC goes to 30 or 40, which I believe it will, now this will double, and it'll cut into, or it'll add to your profit per year, or your ROI based on that equipment. The other thing with mining too is if another coin just explodes, like Dash is okay. No, actually that's not okay. That's just not okay. But if another coin just explodes, like if Litecoin goes to like 300 or 400, then it'll be pretty profitable, right? So you could always download the software and start mining another coin if it just so happens to explode. Now another coin I'm looking at in mining is Burstcoin, and the reason that I like Burstcoin is obviously because of the electricity factor. It doesn't use much power, but also because of the equipment, the storage, right? They use the terabytes, and for the most part, the Seagate does give you the most terabyte for your dollar. You're looking about $25 for a terabyte, about $25 for a terabyte. And there's the 5 terabytes and 8 terabytes, as well as the Toshiba, which I was watching iMineBlocks, the YouTuber, and he was saying how the Toshiba is the best in terms of like speed and the quality of plotting these things, and having the and mining Burstcoin. But I have noticed that the Toshiba has gone up, and it's also, for 5 terabytes, it's a lot more expensive, a terabyte per dollar. So here it's about what, $189 for 5 terabytes, versus the Seagate is $189 for 8 terabytes. We also have the Western here, right? So you gotta do some price shopping, blah blah, and you gotta decide which brand you're gonna go with. Here's the Porsche. This one's pretty good. I don't know if this one's used or not. 8 terabytes for $180. Well, anyways, the reason I was looking at this is because the GPUs were so hard to find. You know, the external hard drives aren't as sold out, and there hasn't been a big price increase like there has for the GPUs. But once you have your setup, it's fairly quiet. It doesn't use as much electricity, and they're easy to find, right? So you can just order them, have them come straight to your door. All right, so here's Burstcoin. Now, when I was watching iMineBlocks, he's had a channel for a year, and he was saying how he was mining with plans to break into profits 14 months from now, which is cool. Hey, I like that long-term thinking. But so he was mining and mining. I mean, he has a lot of videos. This is one of his more recent videos. But when I was watching his video last year, I was like, oh yeah, I plan on to break profits in 14 months from now. And as you can see here, like, yeah, he was mining this whole time since, I think, like December last year, and his burst wasn't really worth much of anything. And now it kind of exploded here. And here it was almost 2 pennies. There it is. It's almost 2 pennies. Now it's come down since then. So here, when we look at May 31st, he was saying how he was making about $600 mining Burst. I think this is another guy here, but you watch the video, I think he shows you, yeah, he's making about 600 with 100 Burst coins if you go to the 5-minute 30 mark. But he had 100 terabyte, right? He had 100 terabyte and his little computer or whatever. So with 100 terabyte, he's mining or he's making $600. So if you look at the numbers here, let's say you get, let's use this one right here. Let's just use this one right here. $120 for 5 terabytes. So if you get 10 of those, 10 of these, that's 50 terabytes and $1,200, right? 1,200, right? 120 times 10 is 1,200 for 50 terabytes. Now, if you get 100 of them, that's, no, excuse me, if you get 20 of these things, right, that's 100 terabytes and $2,400, right? 120 times 10, 1,200 times 2, 2,400. And then you use the other $600 to have your motherboard or your laptop or your computer, right? So you have a $3,000 setup to mine 100 terabyte of Burstcoin. So what does that do is to have 100 terabyte, let's do 1 terabyte here. If you have 1 terabyte, go into the Burstcoin calculator, you have 384, right? Each terabyte gives you $5 by the end of the month. 586 Satoshis. 586 Satoshis, that's where it's at right now. Then if you have 10 terabyte, you're gonna mine 3,842 burst. So that's 56 for the month. For the month here, and then if you have the 100 terabyte, you add a 0. So we're looking at under 600, 560 with, and the reason that is compared to the video, the March 31st video, is because Burstcoin has gone down in terms of the price of BTC. I think BTC was higher at this point in the video, right? The price fluctuation here. But with that being said, if you're mining burst, and you're hoping or speculating that 30 days from now it's going to be at 2 pennies, right? Or it's going to be at 700 Satoshis. So let's play a speculation game here. Let's say it's at 700 Satoshis. Yeah. Now you're up $100, right? But let's say 600. You have a $3,000 setup to have 100 terabyte, and you're mining $600 worth of Burstcoin. So 3,000. So that's gonna take 5 months. It's still gonna take 5 months to get your ROI, but the electricity is different and your equipment is different. So, that you have to decide what do you want to mine, what equipment to use. And the thing with Burstcoin, in terms of the proof of capacity, right? POC, proof of capacity. I don't think you can really mine any other coin besides Burstcoin. Versus if you have the GPUs, right? You can mine different coins that you deem or see that are profitable or blowing up. You could kind of change the software, the mining pool, and adjust accordingly. So right now, I mean, ETH is $1 higher, but I do plan on mining ETC hopefully soon, and I see it going to 30. I mean, even if it goes up $2, it would be more than ETH. I'm pretty sure, but ETH can go up too. So unless it's just like a drastic increase, I don't think I'm gonna deviate from the ETC, as I do expect ETC to get to 40 before ETH. But then you also gotta realize the difficulty too. The difficulty is going to increase, but I am speculating that ETC is going to go up. So that's the equipment I'm going to use. This is the profit potential as far as right now. But if I have a six GPU mining rig, it looks a lot better. But now I have, you know, a $3,000 investment, which is still going to take 4 to 5 months to finally be in the profit tier. Let's go back with a $2,000 investment. Right, so all in all, right now, I mean, ETH and ETC, they're fairly close as of right now. I mean, unless Litecoin goes to like 200. And Burst, I mean, Burst is still that same. You're still looking at 4 or 5 months, 6 months to actually break into profits. And same with ETC and Ethereum. But for the most part, I'll speculate that ETC will go to 25, 30 before, you know, ETH goes to 500 or 600, something like that. Or that Burstcoin doubles or something. So with that, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. What are you mining? Are you mining? Do you just want to invest? Do you believe in mining? Buy, sell, or hold. Let me know what you're going to do. Until then, see you on the moon.